A lot of you are Filipinos out there in California, my relatives and friends. You wonder where the name Filipinas comes from. Well, it came from this man. His name was Rey Felipe II of Spain. So they named the Philippines in honor of this man, Felipe. And that's why the country of the Philippines is called Filipinas. Now in English it's Philippines, but in Spanish it's called Filipinas with an F, from Rey Felipe. There's the man, Mr. Felipe II, Rey of Spain. All right, students of history, all you Filipinos, my relatives and friends, you often wonder why Spain and Mexico and the Philippines had something in common. Well, we know that the Spanish name Philip, because the king of Philip name was used as a name to name the Philippines. All right, how does that work with the Mexicans? Well, you have to remember that in many years ago there was no Panama Canal. So when Spain conquered all of Mexico, they wanted to re-establish their conquest of the Philippines by way of Mexico. And they did that with a guy named Miguel Legazpi, who chose Mexican citizens and his men, Spanish people, to make a trip or a conquest of the Philippines by way of Barra Navidad in Guadalajara, which I made a research on. And through there, they built ships there to come back to the Philippines. And 1564 was the first journey back to the Philippines through Miguel Legazpi. And ever since then, through the Acapulco current, that's what they call it, that brought them back to Mexico, they were able to go to the Philippines by way of the current of Acapulco, or they call it the currents of Curacao in Japanese. And so they've been doing it for about 400 years to re-establish the conquest of the Philippines by way of Mexico. And there was a plaque commemorating this expedition by Miguel Legazpi here in Manila, and there's one identical to it in Barra de Navidad in Mexico. So this is proof that the Filipinos are connected to the Mexicans by way of Miguel Legazpi, who made the first journey back from Mexico to the Philippines. Here is the plaque.